Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different today. We got a viewer request from LaneSplitter03 asking if we could do the cold start sequence for the Su27, Su33, the flankers. You could class both these aircraft as low fidelity in DCS. They come as part of what's called the Flaming Cliffs pack, which I highly recommend for anyone that's just starting out and looking to get into DCS. Basically, the low fidelity means that although you can see all these buttons and fancy switches, they don't do anything. They are there for show, and that is it. So we'll get started. Just how you go about getting this thing off the ground. So first thing I do is I'm going to go to the main communications menu, as we do all the time. Ground crew, rearm and refuel, and we'll chuck on a couple of missiles just to show you guys. Oop, there we go. Okay.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
So we do this first with the Su27. I've found that if you start the engine up
Refueling
first,
complete.
or you start the process of starting the plane, you cannot obviously refuel it, and then by the same theory and logic, it won't allow you to rearm the plane either. So I heard the fuel going in. If we look at the wings, we should hopefully see a couple of missiles just appearing on the wingtips shortly. We did put a couple of heat seekers on, so I'm hoping they appear any moment now. There's one on. Good. So it's worked.
Rearming complete.
A second. So rearming now complete. So what we're going to do is start the plane up. The first thing to do is go into adjust controls. You're going to have to bind a few things. I mean, again, it's pretty simple. Electric power switch. You need that bound. That's the first thing. It's literally a switch, bind it to something, whether it's your keyboard, you've got a HOTAS, just to something. Me, I've got it on my left HOTAS, joy button 18. So let's just push that. So boom, and you can see all the lights have come on and the HUD has now appeared. Likewise, back in we go to adjust controls. I'll type in left for left engine. So you can see here, engine left start, engine left stop. So I bound both of them. So engine left start is what we're interested in. And obviously do the same, just type in right up here and do engine right start and bind each to whatever you fancy. So if I just start the engine up, so engine left, boom, and engine right, boom. You can start both engines at the same time in this plane. Some aircraft, you would do it individually at different times, but as you can see here, this little circle here with the two dials, each dial represents an engine and its rate of spool. So the RPM, as you can see, is increasing on each engine. Below that, those two green lights, once they extinguish, that tells you that you've had a good engine start and you are good to taxi. So what we'll do is we'll close the canopy. So left control and C for me. And that is the canopy closed. Then I'll hit M on the keyboard and that just turns my mirrors around. You can do that if you wish, it's up to you guys. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to look at is the nose wheel steering. When you're on the ground, you're going to have to engage nose wheel steering to get the plane to turn, to go in the direction that you want. So adjust controls. I'll have a wee look in here. Nose. There you go, up the very top, nose wheel steering. So again, I've got that bound to my right HOTAS, to my joystick, just as a button at the front. And that'll allow me to manipulate the plane on the ground. So we've got a good start. Nose wheel steering is engaged. Now, to go left and right, of course, we need to use the rudders. So just quickly show you that, why not? It's easy. So rudder, left, rudder right. So Z and X, it's these two here. Aircraft rudder left, aircraft rudder right. So I've got these bound to my keyboard, but I've also got that rebound again to foot pedals. So I use foot pedals for that, which I would recommend. So nose wheel steering is engaged. We've got the rudder set up. We are good to taxi. So let's just push the throttle forward slightly and start the plane moving.
Clear to taxi to runway 9.
So we're going to go to runway 9 over this way. There we go. Let's line it up nicely and keep it rolling. There we go. One thing I might want to mention as well is, although we've got the rudders going left and right, the foot brake is something that you might want to look into as well. So go into the adjust the controls as I've shown and look for wheel brake, and just bind that to something that's nice and easy for you again. For me again, I've got it on my foot pedals, so I'll just be using my toes to slow us down right about here. There we go. Runway is clear.
Enfield 1, unable to clear for takeoff.
Okay, good. Let's just get the plane into position.
Enfield 1, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 759.03.
Just line this up. Now the next thing I'm going to do here, just for extra lift, I'm going to hit F on the keyboard. That'll lower our flaps. So you can see these that little plane dial there. You can see that the 2 lights underneath my wings have lit up, and the 3 lights underneath that indicates that the gear is still down. So the flaps are now down, and of course the gear's down. So what I'm going to do is hold my foot on the brake, full afterburner, and off the brake. Gives us a little boost. Nose wheel steering off now. Just push this along, full afterburner still engaged, and 270 is good for me. Nose up, gear up, so G, and then F for flaps, and all those lights there you'll see have gone off, they've extinguished, so we are now in the air, easy as that, in our Sukhoi. So it is pretty simple, guys, as you can see, there's not much to it. Well, I'm not sure what she's saying, but she's giving me into trouble for sure. But thanks very much again to LaneSplitter03 for the suggestion for the video. I'm definitely open to any more suggestions that you guys have. Let me know, we'll do it. As I said, the Sukhoi was one of the first planes that I ever learned in DCS, and it's a great way into the game. It really is. It gets you up in the air like this, with missiles on the wings. You know, good times. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. GG's.